and do and live our mental health. Our name is a little bit scary, Suicide or Survive, and that sometimes gets people a bit freaked. But come with me and meet Caroline McGuigan, CEO and founder of Suicide or Survive. So, Caroline, just tell us some of the hats you wear on a daily basis.
Okay, well first of all, it's really lovely to be here. My heart is absolutely beating at the moment because I'm quite nervous but also excited, and that's okay. So I'm a CEO and a founder. I have worked with Amnesty International for 5 years. We took on mental health as a human rights issue, so you can imagine the fun we had. I'm also a psychotherapist. I'm an advocate. I work around psychiatry, mental health, the medical model. I'm a mum, which is probably the most important job ever in life. And I have an 18-year-old Connor, and I have a 16-year-old daughter called Amy, so I feel extremely blessed in life.
Now, Connor and Amy are really significant in life. Just share with us where you were when both of them were born.
Okay, I'm very struck tonight about community, and the two speakers, the Senator and Brian, you really spoke about community and the benevolent, the solicitors and barristers. Life is about community. We're here to give back, we're here to help each other, and it's just wonderful to be a part of that. Connor was born when I was attending a psychiatric service. I attended a psychiatric service for over 8 years of my life, and I know I'm not the only one in this room that may have had those experiences or family members, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about. And a few years later, I went on to study in Trinity College and I became a psychotherapist. And Amy's far crazier than Connor, believe you me. So I've had both sides. If someone had said to me, you're going to have your first baby while you're attending a psychiatric ward, I'd have said, but only mad people go there. And if someone had said, but you're going to have your second baby when you're in Trinity College, I'd have said, and they call me mad. Also in my life, for 10 years, many moons ago, I was a legal secretary. So many moons ago as a legal secretary, I would have never believed I'd be sitting up here tonight talking about my life and talking about having attempted suicide.
So on the day when you tried to take your own life, and I know you actually died and you were brought back to life, so it's pretty incredible that we actually get to meet Caroline, because I always say I nearly didn't meet you, which is, but being blessed to come back, what gave you the passion and the vision to start Suicide or Survive?
I was really pissed off. I was really pissed off at the system. I was angry, I was frustrated, and I thought there has to be another way. And I was annoyed with myself that I bought into the stigma that is alive and well and kicking still in Ireland. So I thought, I have a responsibility, and as a mother, how am I going to be the change? The same way every person in this room, you all have children, you all have family, and sadly, very few of us have not been touched by suicide, but you all have mental health as well, the same way you have physical health and dental health. So I took on my responsibility as a community member of this community and every community to do something to turn it around, which means sitting up here tonight talking, and it's not bloody easy, but I believe very passionately in change.
Thank you. I think this is a room of change makers. In your organisation, how do you do that? How do you bring the education out to people?
I think what's really important is that the word suicide or survive, we're pushing it under the carpet again. For some people, when they get there, that's what it feels like. It feels you don't have a choice. But there's the other end of the spectrum, and we work from both sides. From 4 years of age, we need to bring in education around mental health. Do you remember when the dentist, you were taught how to do your teeth at 4 years of age? We've got to do the same around mental health, and we really have to break the stigma. We run fabulous programs, and so do all the other organisations. Pieta have the walk tomorrow. It's not about them and us, it's everybody together. But I have a big ask, and it's lovely The funding is fantastic. Come on our programs because you will benefit. Invest in your mental health. Don't do it for other people, because one day we all take dips. Nobody is going to get out of this life without struggle, but we do have the resources and the resilience. We run fantastic programs.
And we often say in SOS that there's a statistic that say one in four people have an issue with their mental health. Did you ever hear that before? Mm-hmm. So people count at tables and go 1, 2, 3, 4, they're screwed. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they move. It's 4 in 4. We all have an issue with our mental health. And we all have to mind it. And that's what SOS are about. And we're so happy to be here tonight. In fact, we're so happy we brought you all a little gift that we're going to distribute in the next couple of minutes. We have a lifestyle emergency kit here. And I'll tell you what's in it. There's a rubber band so you can stretch yourself beyond where you are. There's a string so you can keep yourself tied together when it all falls apart. There's a coin so you'll never be broke. A rubber so you can rub out your mistakes. There's a rose to remind you that someone loves you. And my favourite, there's marbles there so you'll never lose your own. Okay, so there we go. So Caroline, one last message and then I'll bring out the dinner.
One of the women that inspired me hugely in my life is Maya Angelou. She was and talk about justice and fighting for justice. And she says a beautiful thing, and this is my gift to everyone in this room. Life's very short, very precious. Be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud. Every one of us can do that. And thank you so much to be able to be here tonight. I'm going over there to collapse now.
So enjoy your dinner, and thanks very much, Marion.
Thank you so much.